Most travelers visit Greece for Athens and Santorini. But beyond the white rooftops and ancient ruins, there are stone villages hidden in mountain valleys, monasteries balanced on pillars of rock, forests that feel nothing like the Mediterranean, and islands where summer passes without cruise ships, and most visitors never go that far. Greece isn't just sun and sea. It's layers. What people think Greece is. When people picture Greece, they imagine bright white buildings, turquoise water, and long seaside dinners. And that version exists. It's real, and it's beautiful in its own right. The postcard Greece has earned its reputation through centuries of maritime tradition, island culture, and architectural beauty shaped by sun and salt. But Greece stretches far beyond the Cyclades. The mainland tells a different story. Mountains replace beaches, stone replaces whitewash, silence replaces nightlife. The terrain shifts dramatically within a few hours of driving. What begins as coastal highway transforms into winding mountain roads carved into cliffsides. Village squares empty by nightfall. Stars become visible again. This is where Greece becomes less predictable, where the country's true diversity reveals itself, not through beaches and sunsets, but through elevation, isolation, and a different sense of time. Athens beyond the Acropolis. Athens is often treated as a stopover. A place to see the Parthenon, then catch the next ferry out. But it's more than an ancient monument. It's a living city with contradictions built into its fabric. Neighborhoods shift block by block. Street art blends with ruins. In Exarchia, murals cover entire buildings. Political slogans mix with abstract art. The energy feels unpolished and deliberate. Markets open early. Coffee culture moves slowly. Locals drink their coffee standing, talking for hours in the same spot. There's no rush to leave, no pressure to order more. It's layered into daily life, visible from every angle, not behind glass or ropes, but woven into the streets people walk every day. Epirus and Veos Gorge, the unexpected Greece. In Epirus, northern Greece feels almost alpine. The landscape changes completely. Olive trees give way to beech and oak. The air cools. Mist settles into valleys by late afternoon. Stone villages sit high above valleys. Arched bridges cross narrow rivers. These villages, Zagori's 46 settlements, were built by skilled craftsmen centuries ago. Their stone architecture has survived wars, earthquakes, and depopulation. Veos Gorge cuts deep through the mountains, one of the deepest in the world relative to its width. Standing at the edge, the scale becomes clear. The gorge drops over 900 meters in places, yet it's only a kilometer wide at points. Hiking trails wind along ridges and riverbeds. Some paths are ancient, used by traders and shepherds long before tourism existed here. The air feels cooler. The landscape feels older. This isn't beach Greece. It's mountain Greece. A place where winter brings snow, where villages are built for endurance, and where the rhythm of life follows seasons rather than fairy schedules. Matura, monasteries in the sky. In central Greece, Matura rises unexpectedly. The rock formations appear suddenly as you approach from the plains of Thessaly. Pillars of stone, shaped by erosion over millions of years, stand like natural towers. Monasteries stand on top of towering rock formations. 6 are still active today. Monks and nuns live in them, continuing traditions that date back to the 14th century. They weren't built for convenience. They were built for isolation. Originally, access required rope ladders or nets hauled up by monks. The difficulty was intentional, a barrier between the sacred and the world below. When clouds move through the pillars, the landscape feels suspended. Visibility drops. The monasteries appear and disappear. The ground below vanishes into fog. It doesn't feel constructed. It feels improbable. As if the laws of gravity and logic bent just enough to allow these structures to exist. Most visitors leave Greece thinking they've seen it. But the deeper you explore, the more it shifts. If you're drawn to destinations beyond the obvious, this channel is built for that. For travelers who want more than itineraries, for people who want context, contrast, and the layers that make places worth returning to. Islands without the spotlight. Beyond Santorini and Mykonos, smaller islands move differently. In places like Amorgos or Naxos, evenings are quiet. Restaurants close earlier, streets empty after dinner. The rhythm follows local needs, not tourist demand. Fishing boats replace party yachts. Mornings begin with nets being mended and engines checked. The economy still runs on fish, not photo opportunities. Beaches feel open. No rows of sunbeds, no beach clubs. Just sand, water, and whoever arrived early enough to claim a spot under the tamarisk trees. Life feels local. Conversations happen in Greek. Shops close for afternoon breaks. Schedules bend around weather and tide. These islands don't compete for attention. They don't need to. They've existed long before Instagram, and they'll continue long after trends shift elsewhere. Pelion, forest meets sea. In Pelion, forest meets sea. The peninsula juts into the Aegean, its slopes covered in chestnut, oak, and plane trees. It's lush in a way most of Greece isn't. Villages sit between mountain slopes and the Aegean. Some face the sea. Others turn inward, tucked into valleys where streams run year-round. Stone mansions overlook hidden coves. These are Kontika, traditional mansions, were built by wealthy merchants in the 18th and 19th centuries. Many have been restored as guest houses, preserving original frescoes and woodwork. It's both inland and coastal at the same time. You can hike through forest in the morning and swim by afternoon. The elevation provides shade even in summer. This is Greece without glare. More shade, more texture. A place where green dominates over blue, and where the landscape feels almost secretive in how it reveals itself. Food beyond the postcard. Greek food changes by region. In the mountains, dishes are heavier, slow-cooked meats and pies. Lamb baked in clay ovens. Cheese pies made with wild greens. Stews that simmer for hours. On the islands, seafood dominates. Grilled octopus, fried calamari, fish baked whole with lemon and oregano. Each island has variations, different catches, different preparations. Olive oil connects everything. It's drizzled over salads, used to finish soups, poured over bread. Greek cuisine doesn't hide its ingredients, it highlights them. Meals stretch, conversations last. Tables aren't turned, there's no rush to clear plates. Dining is measured in hours, not courses. Food here isn't rushed, it's shared. Meant for groups, for lingering, for the kind of meal where the conversation matters as much as what's being served. Why travelers are exploring the mainland. Greece remains one of Europe's most visited countries. Over 30 million tourists arrive annually. Most follow similar routes. Athens, a few islands, maybe Delphi. But more travelers are choosing the mainland. Better roads and regional flights make remote areas accessible. New highways connect Epirus to Athens in under 5 hours. Airports in Thessaloniki and Ioannina offer more entry points. Instead of checking off famous islands, people are exploring depth. Spending more time in fewer places, renting cars, following unpaved roads to villages that don't appear in guidebooks. Mountains, forests, smaller islands. The shift is gradual but noticeable. Guest houses in Zagori are booked months ahead. Pelion sees steady summer traffic from Greeks and Europeans seeking alternatives to crowded coasts. Who this side of Greece is for? This side of Greece is for travelers who want contrast, who appreciate sun but also want fog, forest, and the kind of landscape that doesn't photograph easily. For people who don't mind leaving the main ferry routes, who are comfortable with dirt roads, villages without ATMs, and restaurants that only serve what's available that day. For those who prefer atmosphere over spectacle, quiet mornings, unmarked trails, meals where the menu is recited, not printed. If you want sun, it's here. If you want solitude, it's here too. And if you want both, you can find them a few hours apart. Greece isn't just white rooftops and beach umbrellas. It's mountains, stone bridges, quiet harbors, and monasteries suspended above the earth. It's a country with more range than its reputation suggests. And once you move beyond the obvious stops, you realize how much more there is. Not hidden, just overlooked. Subscribe for more journeys beyond the tourist version. What part of Greece would you explore first?